So I did a video where I spoke about fact checkers and why it's important to have fact checkers, because Americans don't know anything, and no one teaches kids about labor history or why we have Clean Air Act, Clean Water Act. No one knows that Ohio used to have rivers catching on fire. No one knows this shit. You know, they just talk about clean coal, and these dumbasses believe in it. They believe it. Trump said he wants to do like Singapore and use a death penalty on drug dealers and death penalty in general. And I talked about how you can't do that because Singapore people live better than us. They live better. They have more of a social safety net than we do. So that means you have people who, no, you got bad people everywhere, but you don't have that desperation you have in many parts of America. You don't have a government that is unable or is unwilling to take care of people. Right now we have a wildfire in California, and Trump isn't going to help them. He said that. He said it before. You have a president that wants to get out of NATO again. You have a president that's threatened the International Criminal Court on several occasions. Let's talk about it, because you can't compare America to Singapore. Singapore is considered one of the most stable countries in the world, while the U.S. is in the 45th percentile of political stability. Singapore is considered to have the best political legal environment in the world for multinational corporations. Singapore has topped polls for quality of life, and is considered Asia's top destinations for expats. Culture. The U.S. is an individualistic culture, where Singapore is collectivistic. Singapore's culture is a blend of multiple ethnic influences, including Chinese, Malay, and Indian. Life expectancy. Singapore has a life expectancy of almost 85 years, which is higher than any U.S. state. In 2022, they ranked 6th in the Economic Complexity Index, while the U.S. ranked 10th. Some expats complain that Singapore is not a big place. You can see most of it in a week, and I want to give the rest of it to you. Singapore is 719 square kilometers, while America is 9,833,517 square kilometers. So as you see, you can't compare the two. It's just amazing how much stuff Trump says that I can break down in 5 minutes how that you might want to be talking about Mars. that environment and their laws and their lifestyle. Oh, one more thing. I don't think Singapore is talking about conquering or colonizing any other countries. I also don't think Singapore has started any wars on the basis of a lie, at least in my lifetime. Yeah, and how many bases does Singapore have? Right. So they're spending their money on their citizens. They are subsidizing their people. What is America doing? They've already told you they're going to cut Social Security, and Medicare, and Medicaid. Veterans benefits are getting cut. They've already cut the money to the 9/11 responders fund. People that were at 9/11, they're not getting health care now. That's over with. That's done with. You know, they had the people that were in Afghanistan, the burn pits. Republicans voted against them getting money because they're getting cancer now. Because funny thing about burning stuff they were burning up there is it's not good to do that, open burning all the time. So I just want people to understand that. Another thing is to be I talk about disaster capitalism all the time. That being an American, it doesn't mean anything in an emergency. Like it doesn't mean anything. Whether it be Katrina, or 9/11, or the wildfires, the Northridge earthquake back in the 90s, people never recover. And the rich just buy up more land. That's what it means to be an American. That's what it means here in an emergency, in a disaster. You cannot compare that to Singapore. But if you're an idiot that doesn't know anything, doesn't research these things, then you'll buy it. Understand it. What Trump is talking about doing is taking the laws of more prosperous countries and trying to establish them here without bringing the things that make those countries stable and prosperous. You understand that? It's like trying to raise your kids like Elon Musk when you yourself don't even live like their kids. You understand? It's dumb. It's irrational. And we have to live through another 4 years of this crap. America is a dumb country. This is a dumb country.